kickstarting your health and fitness journey.
Becomes enjoyment versus just the goal itself.
Traditionally considered unhealthy is your mental health and how important it is. And I think that's where we can kind of lose control a little bit.
Don't beat yourself up if you can't do something, because you'll get to that point eventually.
For us, this works perfectly. Welcome back to another video. This is Jess and you guys know Ella, but I thought I would kind of intro this whole video before we start our workout because I just realized we're all wearing black and
I know
meshing with the background. Cute. I guess like this whole video is going to be based around kickstarting your health and fitness journey. So my first tip of the day is to get a personal trainer, which is this gal right here.
That's a good tip.
I think mixing it up and keeping it different is absolutely a key because Ella and I train at another gym, but at least like one day a week we'll come and train with Jess, who does personal training, Pilates, all that sort of stuff. I'll pop her Instagram here if you're looking for a PT in the Shire.
Thank you.
Those first few sessions, just like to get your technique right and everything like that. 100%. Also getting a program. I think that's super important.
It helps just like bring confidence, I think. Like how often would you walk into a gym and, you know, look at everything and be like, shit, what am I doing?
I know.
You know, having someone in there being like, hey, let's go through this, as you said, a program.
Yeah.
Super helpful.
You don't want to do anything wrong as well, like the wrong technique, and then have someone come up to you and be like, oh, that's not how you do it, so it's nice.
It's the most awkward feeling ever.
Yeah, it is a really big fear. That's why a lot of people don't go to the gym, because they're scared of someone being like, that's not how you do it.
Or if you maybe feel like a PT is too out of your price range, even just going to group fitness classes, because they can still watch you ever so slightly and correct your technique and everything like that. But you can still be surrounded by people who are motivated and you're not going to slack off because everyone's doing the same thing. So we just all train together and have a really good time.
That we do.
And we catch up. Yeah, that's the first tip of the day. Get a PT or train with friends. Have an accountability partner. Come on in, girls. We have just finished our session 70 minutes later. We had such a good session, but I love like training with these girls and just like getting the motivation from other people is so good. Something I actually wanted to sit down and chat to you guys about, because I feel like it's definitely, well, for Ella, definitely within your calling to talk about like mental health and like raise awareness on it. And Jess, obviously you're a health professional, so I was like, let's just talk about it, because I think something that totally gets like disregarded when you talk about health and fitness is your mental health and how important it is. I don't think you can commit to a fitness journey without being mentally in the right headspace. If you guys had any advice for someone who may be wanting to start their fitness journey but might not be in the right headspace too.
Well, I would suggest like putting yourself first. I think you need to work on your issues before anything else. Fitness and having a great body or whatever is the last thing of your problems at this point, but it can obviously help with your mental health. So I think just starting off with small movements like going for a walk and things like that, and finding something you love, you just got to be kind to yourself. That's the main thing, and not put too much pressure on yourself. I think just baby steps, you know, building up to it. Don't beat yourself up if you can't do something, because you'll get to that point eventually. It's just being a little bit better and better every single day. Set yourself achievable goals and reward yourself when you do them.
You might not notice the results straight away, but you're still easing your way into it. You're not like, okay, let's start off strong, let's do 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot with people? Like they want
100%.
fast results?
I think, yeah, it's always the thought of, I think you're always thinking result first. Like you should be thinking small, as we're saying, go for a walk, think about your headspace. Like I think it's important to put into perspective, especially if mental health is something you're struggling with or wanting to work on before exercise, how one can help the other. Exercise can thoroughly improve mental health. There's been so much research out there showing the benefits of that versus like medication and other avenues as well. So even thinking like if you're not wanting to go to a gym or take those first steps yet, like get some outdoor time, go get some fresh air, go for a walk. You feel so much better after doing that. Once you get used to doing that and you're kind of in a better routine with that, maybe we had one gym day a week or one group as you were talking about or something like that, with those baby steps kind of lifting it on, and you'll find that feeling after that workout and how good you feel, like how we're feeling right now, will layer on top, that you'll feel so good, you're like, you know what, that wasn't so bad, I want to do that again. And it becomes enjoyment versus just the goal itself. Often it's like, I want to lose weight, I want to, whatever the goal may be, and you're so focused on that you're not focused on the journey. It needs to be a process driven goal. So many things out there that I truly believe there is something for everyone. You just need to find what it is. So the biggest thing is, you know, taking that step to give some things a try, things you might be interested in, or even some things that might scare you that you aren't sure about. Like we were saying before with, you know, having a PT to show you what to do. You might actually enjoy the process more than you think, because you actually understand how to do things and what you're doing. Versus going in there and feeling, like really shy and awkward about like, what am I going to use? I don't know how to do things.
So like if you work on your mindset towards fitness, then that can do a lot of like good as well.
I was gonna also mention in this video, like finding a why, like why do you want to start and everything. Do you guys, like personally, what's your why with your health and fitness?
Funnily enough, the reason I started training back 5 years ago, when I first started getting into like more weights and strength-based training, was mental health.
Really?
It made me feel so much better. I was in a really kind of anxious state. I was just a constant state of anxiety, and it really helped pull me out of that and just feel more energetic, bubbly, happier person. So that has stemmed very much to my why, because I feel great when I do it. Like obviously there's other byproducts that are awesome because of that, but
now you've made a career out of it.
Literally.
Same. I think it's that like element of productivity as well, because if all you do in the day is like fitness and movement, that just can make you feel so much better. Because like sometimes when you're really struggling with your mental health, it's really hard to do anything. But if you can get yourself to the gym, keep doing other things, and it's just like starting the momentum.
So much more productive, hey?
Yeah, and I know when I go to the gym, like my day is so much better. It does have that knock-on effect. So I think that's why I go, is because I know that it's just going to make the rest of my day and my week better.
Maybe last week or the week before, we literally went and did like a 10-minute Pilates thing with a tiny bit of HIIT, and we were like, you know what, at least we came, and we still had such a good day.
The act of just showing up does so much for your mind.
So the bottom line is mental health and fitness go hand in hand. You know, if it is something you are struggling with, just ease your way into it, and find your why. What's the reason actually behind why you're starting, why you want to continue. Even starting like a vision board purely for fitness could be a really good idea if you need like that extra bit of motivation. Get accountability partners.
Good
Thanks,
tips.
girls. My camera's like flashing at me. I'm glad we got a little chat in there. Hello guys, it is the next day and I'm just about to make myself some lunch. I am very keen for lunch, like very, very, very keen. Also, freaking loving this new set from Riderwear. This is from the new Naked range, which is like all the new colorways are just insane. And I love the navy. Sneaky reminder, discount code is Jessie10. Just so you know. I'm just gonna like squat down here. This is my Apple Watch telling me to stand, so I'm like, okay girl, I will. So I guess this brings me on to my next, piece of advice. I think this really helps me step in the right direction when I am, you know, planning for the week and everything, and I think this could help a lot of people. Oh my gosh, my heart rate is peaking. I'm just like sitting in a squat. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know Geordie and I plan all of our dinners for the week ahead, like 15 minutes before we go to the grocery store, because that really helps us be efficient in and out. We know exactly what we're getting and we're not kind of like making unhealthy decisions. There we go, that's the word, on the spot, because I know if I didn't plan out every single ingredient that we need to get for the next 5 meals, I would be like, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. And I think that's where we can kind of lose control a little bit, is when we're surrounded by food. There are so many options and we just want to go, yes please, I will take the lot. We'll take the lot. I've got to sit down, holy moly, I can't hold a squat much longer. So we'll plan 5 different meals and at least 2 of them will carry on to leftovers for the next night. Honestly, all of these meal options are, I guess, quite traditionally considered unhealthy, but you guys know me, I love like justifying every single recipe I find. All of these are obviously completely dairy free. I'm not totally vegan, but we do make a lot of meat free options where we can. I'm very aware of animal cruelty and everything like that, cutting down to 1 meal a week where it does have meat. But yeah, I think it's a step in a good direction. Every single meal on here has some form of protein. We love vegetable protein, we love tofu, so we just try and make healthy alterations where we can. This week we had pesto gnocchi, butter chicken. It was amazing. I just stacked it full of veggies. We've got a pad thai. We're having nachos with like all dairy free and with vegetable protein, so it's like a mincy sort of flavor. And we're also gonna make a san choy bao in like the lettuce cups and stuff, so I'm very excited for that. But the moral of this section of the video is to plan in advance. What is it? Plan to fail, fail to, what is it? Fail to plan, plan to fail, something like that. Anyway, that's very relevant now because yeah, if we didn't have this planned, I'd get to the night and be like, what the heck are we doing? And then I'll just like chuck something quick together that may not be as helpful. Yeah, I highly recommend doing that. And also, we don't necessarily meal prep. I know that works for so many people, and I think I might do a whole video on it, on some like plant-based meal prep ideas that you can just like chuck in the freezer and it's good to go. So let me know if you'd like to see that sort of video. But for us, this works perfectly. We buy a lot of fresh produce that lasts us for the whole week, and it also means we're not wasting food. So we'll eat all of this within the week. It's great. So this is my challenge to you guys. I want you to leave in the comments right now what your plan for the next 5 dinners are, even if it's just like a meal prep or something, and we can all chat about our favorite meals. They could be traditionally healthy, they could be traditionally unhealthy, and you're just like revamping it totally. What is up? I'm just editing this video now. I'm so sorry I look rough, but this is what I look like 99% of the time when I'm editing. I've decided to split this video into 2 parts. I really hope you enjoyed this video, found it somewhat helpful. If you did enjoy it, please go down and give me a thumbs up down below, subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss when I next upload. My name is Jess. I make new videos every 3 days, so I will see you in 3 days.